Whatever happened to family's best friends? And no, I'm not talking about the neighbors or some kind of exotic vacation anywhere. No, I'm specifically talking about dogs. We live in a society where only 1 out of 10 newborn puppies will find a home and escape the terrors of the street alongside the impending death that awaits for them at the pound. Now, when we get to the numbers of stray dogs that are out there, that's where the even bigger problem comes in. Estimates alone in the United States says that it's a rough estimate. There's no telling specific number. There's no way we can really measure this, but there's around 70 million cats themselves alone. And so I believe with that ratio, if there are 70 million cats already out on the streets, what does that say about dogs? Pet owners or not, we need to do a better job of taking care of our furry critters and providing a safer, stable environment for them to be thriving and happy. Now, me personally, I have owned 4 dogs so far in my lifetime, 2 of which currently. I have owned also 2 gerbils, a leopard gecko, a frog, and when I was really young, I had a cat. And regardless of the ups and downs that I've had with each and every one of them, I've always been really happy about my decision to have that pet. The range of pet owners varies from state to state, but the rule of thumb is somewhere between 40 to 70%, which means if you're watching this, there's a 40 to 70% chance that you own yourself a pet and that you want to do better for them. This, excuse me. The stories of animals saving lives are almost endless, but pertaining towards dogs, dog ownership was associated with a 24% reduction in mortality rate, in all-cause mortality, assistant professor at the University of Toronto states. One story even goes as far as to tell of a story of an owner and his dog named Curly. Curly woke up to the smell of fire and the sight of hazy smoke in the air and began to woke up his owner by nudging him continuously with her nose. Speaking of noses, the snout of a dog is so powerful that they are capable of smelling certain types of cancers, diabetes, cadavers, bombs, weapons, high blood pressure, and electricity as the cherry on top. And so now, if I convince you to take better care of your furry friend, or perhaps I should try explaining through another means in which pets attend to our everyday lives through support animals. Animals aren't just a necessity all for their powerful noses, but also for the sense of security and ability to act calm and collective under high pressure situations and intense situations. Specifically, we'll be talking about dogs, but service animals vary from rabbits, cats, birds, even pretty much anything. The service animal's job is important and varies on the individual. While one dog is accustomed, suited, and trained for helping a blind person, so helping them find crosswalks, doors, and people, another dog is better trained to detect oncoming seizures in their owners and warn them of that. And so keep in mind, with all this work and efforts, the main pay is love and affection with the bonus of a house and roof over their head and a few meals throughout the day. As human beings, I believe we can do better than this. Not only because of my say, but because we are social creatures. And the same goes for dogs. We need social interactions to survive, and I believe we can do better for our comrades. The first step towards achieving a better care would be, instead of considering adoption from litters, would be to take a drive by pounds. To put it blunt, the pound is where dogs go to die. If dogs have histories of being aggressive towards the animal handlers or other dogs, they are allowed to be put down without any kind of certification. If a dog is captured and it is too ill or too old, they are also allowed to put the dog down without any certification. And the number of dogs that die per year from said incidents it's countless. There's no real estimate. There's no way to measure it because of how frequent it happens. It could be anywhere from tens to hundreds to thousands a day. There's no real way to tell. So contrary to popular belief, dogs don't actually cost as much as you think they do. It's really a matter of making sure your furry friend is receiving enough sleep, food, healthy food at that, and thriving in an environment that is safe for them. That it's okay to take extra measures to go ahead and get them equipment necessary to help them protect themselves from harmful things such as fleas, ticks, heart disease, which is unfortunately genetic for them, known as heartworms. But yeah, dogs are by far one of the hardest working animals for us and deserve our full attention and effort into trying to create and promote a safer environment and all around life for them. That can easily begin whether it's from volunteering at a local animal shelter, adopting dogs from the pound, or just taking better care of your Fido friend by performing some of your own research. The hardest thing about owning a dog should have to be letting them go in their lifespans at their end and their bellies at their fullest.